Welcome to challenge number 8 in the Battle of Chefs Africa. Today's challenge, meal on a budget. My name is Precious Papando and I am your host today. First, let's meet our judges as I welcome you to the battlefield. We have Chef Nasreen Pilani and Famida Daud Ali, who is the founder of Battle of Chefs Africa and Family Food Festival.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Okay, our next challenge, meal on a budget.
Good.
All contestants were given the opportunity to pick the team that they wanted to join. We have Chef Lee, Chef Adam, and Chef Chumwemwe. You guys have your teams. You were given a budget of 50,000 kwacha to buy ingredients and try to create, well, I won't say a meal, but just try to get creative with your ingredients. All the spices on the table, all the vegetables are available to you. The meat and the fridge is off limits. So, if you did not buy any meat or fish or chicken, you are not allowed to grab anything. That actually should have counted as one of your main ingredients. Okay, so Chef Lee, tell us how your experience was with working with 50,000 kwacha.
So from the meals that we designed, we didn't have really much problems in fetching out the ingredients. Though we had hiccups, but we had alternatives, so we opted for those. And luckily, we found like 90% of the ingredients, and some weren't there, but we managed to twist our minds, and we got what we have to show today. So it worked.
All right, so looking at the amount of ingredients you were able to get with 50,000 kwacha, how many meals would you say could be prepared for, let's say, a family of 3 in this day and age at the moment in Malawi?
Say they'll be able to have a breakfast, a starter, or a main course. Everyone will be able to be catered for.
Chef Adam, tell us about your experience.
The experience is great. I mean, I feel like at the moment, as we all know, Malawi is facing some issues in terms of availability of produce. We know it's the rainy season, so there's certain things that aren't typically available that would be, and that are more seasonal. But I'm confident with the ingredients we got. Our game plan going into this challenge was to go and source as many varieties of vegetables and herbs and two proteins so that we could give in the challenge today, we could sort of like play around and just make some different decisions just in case. You know, you never know what happens in the kitchen. Some days, some things just don't go as planned. So we brought some alternatives as well, just in case.
Okay, do you feel like a lot of the stores that you might have visited within Lilongwe do cater for somebody who would be at a budget of 50,000 kwacha? Is it very ideal to go shopping within Lilongwe at that budget?
Yes and no. I really do think it comes down to how smart and clever you are with your planning for your food. With the resources we brought today, you could easily do 6 or 7 different meals with the ingredients we purchased, but it depends on the people's diets. Malawians typically here ourselves, we tend to like to have meat with our food. We consider it a luxury, so it all depends. If you're doing vegetarian meals, you could probably stretch the quantity of meals you could do even more.
Okay, thank you. Chef Chumwemwe, tell us about your experience.
Well, my experience when we were budgeting or making the menu, it was because fortunately we are a mixed tradition people. We have mixed traditions, but we did manage to come down to facing maybe, let me not say middle class, going down. So we managed to gather around ingredients and making a menu that they can be able to use, and they can be able to make 3 meals for a day.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, contestants, you have 60 minutes?
Yeah.
Should we cut it down a bit?
Just give me away.
Where's Sibo? Sibo? 60 is too much, right?
I think what?
I think Sibo is my favorite contestant. Thank you, Sibo. We'll make it 55. We'll make it 55 minutes. We take out 5 because of Sibo.
That's just a bit of great time.
Sure. Okay, so the bottom team today, only the bottom team will compete against each other. And one of you will be eliminated. So good luck, everybody. Your 55 minutes start now.
Thank you.
How was today's challenge?
It wasn't easy, but it was successful.
Why was it not easy?
There was a bit of, no, let's put this, let's say a bit more of this, but at the end it was my call, so I managed to put everyone at ease and we pulled it through.
Okay. And out of 50,000 kwacha, how much did you spend?
We spent 39,688, yes.
So for 39,000, this is what anyone can make. Okay. Wonderful. Walk us through the dishes.
So for starter, we made you a cream of pumpkin soup with garlic bread. And here we also have chicken curry, carrot pickle, and garlic naan. And for dessert, we have prepared you sweet rice.
Nice and light, subtle flavors. Goes well with garlic bread.
Okay, the pumpkin soup, I like the presentation, I like the way it was presented, and I like the fact that I can taste the pumpkin soup and that little hint of garlic makes it just come out, and then it's light, it's not too thick. You know, some people make pumpkin soup where you're not sure whether it's pumpkin soup, whether it's soup or sima. So, well done, I like the soup.
Thank you, Chef.
Very well balanced curry. It's not too overpowering. It's nice to actually, the chicken is nice and moist inside. The flavors went all the way through. That's what I like. You'll find other people make the mistake that you find the curry is on the outside, and the moment you bite into the chicken or the meat, there's no flavor in it at all. So I like how you got that right. And once you have it with the bread as well, it gives it a completely different flavor. For me, I think my favorite is the carrot pickle. Absolutely amazing flavors. It's not too heavy. I think it's not a pickle anymore. It's just like another dish. So absolutely great.
Reminds me of Eid. Nice curry. I always look at curry and how people sometimes add a lot of more premixes in the curry, and I've noticed that there's not, if there are any, it's very, very subtle premix. Sometimes, if you're someone that eats a lot of curries all the time, and then they put in a premix, it doesn't. It's not the same as the curry that's just cooked, and this is a nice, heartfelt home curry.
Okay, as for the dessert, I love the sweet rice. But I felt you could have added something to make it a little bit different, to give it a little bit more oomph. It's just dry, it's just sweet rice. I don't feel like there's that much that went into this. But I like the choice of rice. It gives it flavor, as you said, so well done. Add in the pineapples to it. Wonderful, you get the cinnamon in it as well. But for me, I think my only thing is that there's nothing wrong with the taste, but it's just sweet rice.
Just sweet rice.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a well-made sweet rice. Well-made sweet rice. That's all I can say.
So, from your 50,000, how much did you use?
I used 30.
35,000. So this is what 35,000
Yes.
can get us.
Before the beginning.
Absolutely wonderful. I mean, looking at the prices now, if you're going to a restaurant, a dish roughly costs 30, 35,000, 40,000, and that's like one portion. So it's nice to see you give people a variety.
Cool.
Okay. Walk us through this desserts.
Right here, I have a salmon with a lot of fun and mozzarella sauce with onion puree and braised vegetables. It's a chicken dumplings.
Chicken and?
Just chicken and spinach. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at the green inside.
And it's just been wrapped around the chicken mince itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. All right. Good luck. What would you like us to start with? The dumplings.
Let's start there.
Okay. Absolutely delightful to eat. The chicken wrapped in the spinach. I was looking at the amount of spinach and I thought that the fact that you minced up the chicken, the spinach would have overpowered it a little bit, but the chicken has enough seasoning to it and it's not overpowered by the spinach. And then your dough on the outside is, it's not too thick, and then it also has the crispness to it. And then the sauce just gives it that extra edge.
Really?
Perfect.
When I was cutting through it, I thought your dough was a bit hard. But after I ate it, it was actually not as hard as I thought it would be in my mouth. So it actually gave it a good flavor. And I like the combination of the soya sauce.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the chili flakes.
Thank you.
Okay, well done.
Like some little bit of wasabi would have been nice.
So the end.
Well, they're on a budget.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I tried the wrong piece of meat. This is
Try that.
It's too done.
Should have given me that one.
Yeah. I had to try this. This one is it's still a little bit overdone. So I think with the piece of meat, it's the ones that once you overdo them, they start to get harder. Yeah. But once I went with the medium rare, perfect. It just softens up in your mouth. I love the sauce at the bottom, but I think I like the creamy mash. I wish there was a lot more, like a nice big lump in the middle. Vegetables are cooked perfectly. I think overall it goes very well together. My only thing is I felt like you guys could have pushed yourself a little bit more on this dish. I feel like as much as all the flavors work perfectly,
Right.
you could have done a little bit more.
More. But, that's maybe that was.
I felt like you played it safe a little bit. Yeah. You went with what you know and you played it safe. I would have loved to see you guys push yourselves as much as you did here. Yes, I felt like here you've really shown us a different style. You showed us something different. You pushed yourself to another.
Another perspective.
Exactly.
Okay.
But over here, I felt like you did what you know. As much as everything works together, you played it safe.
It's a perfect dish.
Okay. Say.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, that's our starter, our main course, and hopefully it'll still have the smoke when it gets to you, our dessert.
Well done on presentation.
Thank you so much.
From 50,000 kwacha, how much did you spend?
29,500 kwacha.
Wow, okay. Walk us through your dish.
So, as I had said earlier, our ambition was to try and do something that those who are a little bit more courageous at home can try and replicate themselves. So for our starter, we've got a deboned chicken wing that's stuffed with a spiced eggplant with a tomato sauce and a a mint chutney. Then our second dish, you have the same tomato sauce running through again. So it's a spiced tomato sauce. You've got a Sima-made cornbread with a steamed butterfish, some skin crisps. And then our last dish is a sweet potato pudding with a cookie crumble and some cinnamon on it.
The stuffed wing, very creative. I love the flavors of the aubergine inside and the coating on the outside. For me, my conflict is that when you have it with the mint sauce, like 10 out of 10. The mint sauce just gives it a little coolness to it. It actually balances, the two flavors balance together very well. But when you have now the chicken with the tomato sauce, it doesn't go as well as the mint sauce. The mint sauce is a lot better.
You know how a lot of people don't like eggplant in this country, and how you've done the eggplant in the chicken. I tasted the eggplant, but it wasn't the not nice eggplant that everybody doesn't like. It's something that you can get away with people who don't want to eat eggplant. It's a very nice dish.
Thank you so much. So the idea
Very creative. And in this dish, the tomato sauce works perfectly with the flavors that you have in here. So I have no problem with this one.
Thank you so much.
When it like this, for me, it's perfect. The texture of having the sweet potato at the top, the texture is very different from your usual desserts. And then the flavor of the glucose biscuits at the bottom, I like that flavor. I think it goes very well. I wanted to see having a little bit more of the sauce actually soaked at the bottom, because I like the flavor of the sauce, but I'm not getting too much of it. And I feel like having it a bit runny all around would have been like absolutely perfect. Yeah. So I just wanted to try that out. But for me, I love trying new things. So when things are not the way they should be, it actually impresses me more. So I like that the texture is completely different. The glucose biscuits give it a different taste. So for me, this is a perfect dessert, and it's not too sweet as well.
Thank you so much.
the fact that you've done a sweet potato and you've done the glucose biscuits and you put them together, that's a genius idea, because we're harvesting sweet potato now, so we have so much sweet potato, and a lot of people don't know what to do with it apart from just boil it and have it with tea. So this is a very good idea. Well done.
I think what impresses me the most is that you have local ingredients running through all your dishes. Chicken wings, mint and eggplants are usually things that people can easily get a hold of, and they're not too costly as well. I think everybody can afford a pack of chicken wings, and mint at the market, you're looking at 500 kwacha for a bunch. So this is very economical, but at the same time you would be treating yourself to something amazing. So well done.
Thank you so much.
So you know what I do with mine if I'm stuck with ingredients and I don't have the right ingredients when I'm doing this? Like this day I had to make a cheesecake.
Okay.
And it was a business one, so I didn't want to use butter because of the cost would have gone up. So I boiled the margarine. I used that butter cup. I boiled it. Then I put almond essence and caramel essence in it. And it gave it that butter flavor. Very little almond essence and more caramel essence, and it gave it that butter flavor.
Yeah.
And then I mixed it with the biscuits. And these people loved this.
Yeah, because I don't understand why we constantly go for these brands. We keep these foreign brands. To be honest, if you taste some of the local things we have available here, those glucose biscuits, the coconut cookies, things that are made locally, they actually taste a lot better. It's completely different to when you get the Marie biscuits, and different textures. There's a lot, and Marie biscuits really soak and they get soggy quickly.
Yes, they do. And for me, and how I got to learn about glucopower, glucose biscuits, was because I sent Sohail to buy biscuits, and he went and found
that particular type.
So it was like by mistake, and I thought, wow, they've already come, and he bought a whole bag of them. So I just decided to use them.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, oh, these are actually better than the ones I was using, the imported ones. And that was it.
That's the thing. We don't give a chance to our own things because we think, oh, it's local ingredients. But I love the use of the local ingredients here. I felt like there were there's a lot more creativity here. Not so much effort put into the taste, but a lot more creativity here.
Yes.
Whilst I felt like the others concentrated on the taste and lacked on creativity.
And it's more or less like you got the memo that you're doing things on a budget. So we wanted to see how best you can do things on a budget. Like, for example, Lee's group had the sirloin steak. It's an expensive cut of steak. So it wasn't a budget meal.
And then also looking at portions as well. So if we're looking at a family of 3, and if you're looking at the portions, I felt like in the other challenges, their plating up was just ridiculous. And then here, they're plating up like for fine dining, when I felt like here should have been more of a homey kind of plate up.
And that was the other group, the one that had the naan bread. So they had a hearty home meal.
Yeah.
I always say that somehow I find Indians perfected economic cooking, in the sense that you can cook big pots of food, and it's normally Indian food, because you can manage. You can cook a big pot of dal. You can cook.
But Indian cuisine is not the best on a budget, though, because I feel
because of the spicing.
Exactly. Most of their ingredients used are very expensive. Now, for me, I feel like looking at the side of Asia, like China, Singapore, I feel like they're more on a budget because they're more on the vegetables, on the fish. And even if you look at their spicing is also not that expensive and not easy to actually home make them yourself.
Yeah. Yes, I understand that part. But then Indian cuisine also has the cheaper basic stuff that you can use.
But then it's just basic. But then when they need a lot of ingredients to make things go to the top.
Yes.
In certain dishes, you cannot substitute butter for margarine. It will definitely make a difference.
yes,
You see?
I understand what you're saying. Like for sweet rice, for example.
Yeah. There's certain dishes you need ghee. If you do not have ghee, it just doesn't taste the same. Okay, let's judge.
Today's challenge was challenging, as most of them have been, but I think I've enjoyed the change of groups because for the past 2 days I've been with the same people. We've just happened to land in the same groups, but today I've met different people. I've had a different dynamics of the group, and it was really interesting, and I enjoyed working with all of them.
There weren't any problems that you found?
Actually, I wouldn't say one single problem because I think as our team captain was just very flexible, but she was very stern to say this is what we're doing, this is what we're going for. So her leadership really brought us together and we all did what we were supposed to do.
Did you find any trouble with the teammates?
Not even one single problem.
Are you sure?
Yes, I think if you had asked me yesterday or the day before, I would have told you, but today's was actually a very smooth sail.
The challenge, how I found it, it was a challenge, you know, to come up with ideas that are going to wow the judges. It wasn't easy. And then I was given a team that was really, really ready to brainstorm. Actually, yesterday we were the last people to get out of this place because we wanted to really, really get into the dish and actually come up with something using the... Because I always get told by my buanas, you know, when I'm working, you know, you don't always have to do shopping. You have to like look in the pantry and what you can create in the pantry so that we can sell those. You understand? Yeah. So that's the major idea that we were going for, and then we just had to work on that. And I'm so glad. You can't tell how glad I am with the team that I had, ready to brainstorm, ready to do like, you know, this and that, touch feelings and all that. My team captain even came out with pictures. He designed pictures of how the dish is going to look, you know. So it was a challenge, but on the preparation side, we were ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, these people, I mean, you're working in a team with these people, but at the end of the day, these are your competitors.
Yeah,
How does that make you feel?
Well, the people that I'm working with, being my competitors, I would say it's an advantage for me. More like I got to learn, you know, when you talk.
Are you watching them?
I was watching them.
Are you watching? Because you might have to go head to head with them. What
Yeah.
happens when you go head to head with them? What are you getting? Well, how are you watching them?
Well, I wouldn't say I was watching them clearly, but I got to have a picture of what I'm dealing with, and that's good. You understand? Because I love the way this challenge was really programmed. You get to work with everybody, and that's really, really an advantage to me. You know, if I can't describe how I actually learn everything from everybody, but that is trust me when I say it's an advantage because I'm gonna use that and, you know, be an underdog.
Contestants, well done. That was, I think, one of my favorite challenges. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed seeing you guys work together, seeing you all use local ingredients and try to work with the budget. So that was really wonderful. Winning dishes for today. That would be Team Chiwewe. Well done, well done. I know it's not so easy to compete against the two people standing beside you. So I am really proud of you. So guys, I think it's time to step up. I think you are getting comfortable at the top. The reason your team won is because all your dishes were consistent in flavor and consistent in creativity as well. Nothing lacked from every dish. And then looking at how we worked on a budget, your quantities, it was very homey as well. So we liked that, and your use of local ingredients. Of course, you all used local ingredients very well, but from Chef Lee, we thought you could have done a little bit better with the steak. And that mash was absolutely amazing. We could have had a little bit more in there. We know it's on a budget, but we don't want them drinking tea and bread after. So I think that was our only point. And then one of your steak was overdone and one was just perfectly done. That was the only problem. I would have loved to just let the dumpling dish only go through, but unfortunately I have to judge as a whole. For Adam as well, we felt like as much as the chicken wing and your dessert went perfectly and you utilized local ingredients very well in a very classy form as well, but the fish was overcooked and then the tomato sauce didn't work in the starter. So those were just the two elements. So therefore, it's not only one team in the bottom, your teams will all be battling it out. Okay? Chimwemwe, you may enjoy your victory. Your victory. They can enjoy the victory. All contestants from the two other teams, you will compete against each other. One of you will be eliminated. Your theme, I was going to give you an ingredient to use, but your theme is, this is not me.
Good.
This is not me. That is your theme for this round, and you have 35 minutes. Your time starts now.
Thank you.
So the theme of this was, this is not me. How is this not you?
So I generally don't do Italian style cuisine, and I don't cook with a lot of seafood at the moment. I tend to stick to like beef and chicken, so it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I'm not as confident cooking seafood as I am cooking beef and chicken, so trying to push myself outside, as well as like the gazpacho, something new, something I've never made before at all. It's just all pulled from my head, so fingers crossed it works.
Okay. So, a very beautiful presentation, by the way. We'll taste and you'll know the score at the end. Okay, good luck. Bye. Seasoning is well balanced. You get the nice, it's got a light tanginess to it. Maybe you should consider going into
Italian cooking.
Italian cooking. So Dominic, the challenge was, this is not me. How is this not you?
Oh, not me, because I'm not the one who created the dish, so it's not me.
But what about the style of cooking? Is this usually your style of cooking?
Yeah, that's it.
It's your style?
Yeah, that's it.
So it's just not you who created the dish?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody can look at it in different points of view. Tell us about this dish.
The dish is a chicken schnitzel served with the pepper sauce. Pepper sauce like.
All right. I must say, very beautiful presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You'll know the score at the end of the testing.
This was what? Gabriel? Dominic.
I think we're getting a lot better on presentation.
Oh, yeah. What's this, a carrot?
The chicken is so nice.
When you cut the carrot, it's hard. When you eat it, it's soft.
Wow. Okay, so the challenge was this is not me. How is this not you?
It was quite challenging because I had to think over to come up with something different.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy at all.
Okay, so tell us about this dish.
I've made you spicy peanut butter noodles and spicy ground beef.
All right, we will taste and you'll know the score after. Thank you.
What is the last spicy one?
Spicy ground beef.
Something I don't like.
Not that I don't like it, but I feel like it's a little bit overpowering.
There's some spice that you used.
Apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's apple cider vinegar.
Well, it's not him.
Explain to us how this dish is not you. We definitely know it's not your cooking style because I think you'll work a lot more with beef, right?
Yes. Okay. This is not me because I try to use the available ingredients that we have, and at the same time, looking at the time factor. So I just had to make something nice that's going to taste, the version, a replica of what I can make, So
We will taste and you will know the results at the end.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Chef Lee.
I'm shocked to see Chef Lee a little bit nervous and
Yeah, he always has a lot of
a
confidence.
little bit out of pressure. Under pressure. So it's refreshing. I think some were really comfortable, and then now it hits them that okay, it's really getting serious.
It's like a taco, kind of.
The chicken is nice and moist, well seasoned.
He managed to flip the taco without having to dry in it too much.
You get the salt ingredient, the hot ingredients, the cold ingredients. I didn't expect the bottom to be hot. I thought it was in a cold. But this is definitely not him, not his style. Yeah. Okay, the challenge was this is not me. So how is this not you?
Yeah, it's okay. Wait.
It's not.
It's nice.
Okay, what is your dish?
His name is chicken sake.
Chicken
Sake.
satay.
Yes.
Okay, and what flavors are we looking at? Are we looking at Chinese, Indian?
No, like it's mixed continental Chinese, continental mixed flavor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is this something you make all the time?
No, this is the first time.
It's the first time
Yeah.
to make this?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to taste and then you'll know the results
Okay,
after.
right. That's sorry, my 1 minute.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, it's just going to sync up.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can go.
It's really nice.
It is, and it's nice to see that these are not his flavors that he usually has.
It's actually very subtle and very nice.
I think it's going to be very hard. The challenge was this is not me. So how is this not you?
Well, on this one, I thank God I really understood it. And if you know me and the type of environment I'm working right now, it's actually hot, hot, hot. So yeah, I would describe myself as a stir fry guy because I fry a lot. Yeah. And today I decided to press the boundaries because I'm here to, I'm still a young chef. Yeah, so I'm here to press the boundaries and see what can work in emergency places. So today I've just actually made you a peanut butter pudding.
Peanut butter pudding.
And here we have a tortellini inside filled with cheese and spinach with what I tried to create. I'm a chef, so I wanted to make something as flat as possible. So I made this sauce. I'm sorry, it just slipped off my mind.
Okay.
Yeah. So I made a hollandaise to go with the with the sauce, the tortellini.
Right, that's quite a combination. Hollandaise sauce and tortellini. So we're going Italian
And yeah, French kind of somewhere there.
That's a interesting combination, French and Italian. Okay, all right. Good luck, and we will taste, and you know the results after. All right, wonderful. So very creative, very different.
Salty. Try this pudding.
Tortellini is perfect.
That's nice. That's really good.
It is. I think that's like, wow. This is not me. How is this not you?
I hate prawns. I've never cooked them. This is my first time.
Really?
Yeah. I hate mash. I don't like the texture. I feel like I'm eating something someone already ate and then I'm eating it. So I decided to make a sweet potato mash with prawns in a peanut butter sauce.
So you literally used all the ingredients that you...
Everything. I had to write it down to ask myself, what do I hate?
You know, that's a great idea. We should have just given everybody ingredients that they don't like. Okay, good luck. We're going to try it and you know the results in the end. Thank you.
Oh, let's try peanut butter.
Jamila, can I say that the presentation is beautiful? So what I like about Jamila as well, I feel like compared to a lot of the contestants, she uses ingredients that they don't.
Word.
So the challenge was, this is not me. How is this not you?
It's, you know, it's like
Is this something you would bake?
no.
No.
Sorry?
Is this something you would make at home, or do you make this dish?
Sometimes, not. I think 1 or 2 times I made it, but it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not something you would make.
Yeah, it's new, but just I added that custard pepper flavor. Pancake. Normally, I don't cook pancake.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we'll taste.
Yeah.
We'll taste and we'll let you know at the end.
Yeah, sure.
Good luck.
So I like the caramelized popcorn. That's a good caramelized popcorn.
Challenge was, this is not me. How is this not you?
So this is my play on a surfing turf, and this is definitely not me. I'm not a fan of seafood. The water and me are fun to play with. What's in the water, I don't like to eat. So what you have on the plate is some chicken and some wasipa, batter fried, and that's something that I also am not a fan of, batter frying.
Yes.
And deep frying in that sense. I tend to lose some things, but I hope I wasn't.
We definitely remember what you're a fan of.
Yes. So
the smoked meat and the smoked chicken.
There we go.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. So with some sauteed veg and a bit of a sweet sauce.
Okay, did you make a sweet sauce from scratch?
I combined sweet and sour sauce with a few other ingredients, some soy sauce and fish sauce, just to sort of bring that together. So it's not just bottled into the thing. No, I had to just transform it a little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Is your wasipa fresh or dry?
Fresh wasipa. Yes.
Well done on presentation. I think we're getting a lot better as we go. It's wonderful to see everybody trying.
That's definitely something that I am working at.
We will taste and you'll know the results after.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Done.
Nice.
With the sweet sauce. Your challenge for today was this is not me. So how is this not you, Jeffrey?
Oh yeah, definitely. Even to start with, the plating. On a normal day, I wouldn't just put them like that. And then also, I'm not big on peanut butter. But however, yesterday I learned a better way of doing it. This I tried some time back. I'm vegetarian. I just wanted something quick that time. So I made this. I said I was never going to do it again. But I just had to do it today because it's not me. I wouldn't eat it though it's a vegetarian dish. Yeah.
And how do you feel being in a competition full of a lot of people that work with seafood and chicken and meat, and I wouldn't say limited because I feel like vegetables have a bigger variety, but I would say there's always like a slight disadvantage. It's a little bit more difficult to be vegetarian in such a competition.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I like playing around with my vegetables first of all, but also I'm also good at the other things. The meat, though I don't taste when I cook, I ask my family members to taste, and I also do chicken. But being in this competition, well, I'm just learning new things. So yeah, I just love it that I'm learning other recipes for the chicken, so that for me, my recipe could at least grow.
That's great. So it's wonderful because you do cook it even though you don't eat it.
Yes.
I think that's a really good skill to have, like to be able to plate up a piece of chicken that you're not so sure, was it cooked? Does it taste good for somebody, and that you were not able to? So you're basically trusting your instinct, your hands, and every other sense that you have.
Yes.
Okay, good luck. You'll know the results at the end. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, so looking at it, it's not very appealing to look at, and I definitely thought it's not going to taste nice at all. But tasting it and getting the first flavor of ginger come through,
It's actually a very nice little dish. I wouldn't eat a lot of it. I don't like peanut butter.
Well, I love peanut butter, and
I like peanut butter in certain things, but in this one,
for the top, and we both also have a dilemma for the two people in the bottom. I feel like one knows how to utilize her ingredients very well, but somehow it's not always that she gets her flavors right, and they don't always come together very well.
So I think for her it's more the experience. Maybe the other one has a bit more experience with using different ingredients compared to her, and I guess there's more room for her to learn how to use separate ingredients, because some people don't know that there's certain herbs that are only good with fish, or certain herbs that are only good with beef, or certain herbs that are only good with seafood.
But do we feel like that other contestant is growing as well? Because we have seen them from 2022 to now. Do we feel like their style, their technique is changing, and there's new additions to their flavors, or do we feel like it's still consistent?
Because why I'm saying there's new flavors, I think it's also because, how can I put it? She was limited to a certain flavor. Okay, probably what she grew up with and knew. So now she's now opening her mind to other flavors that can come in, and she doesn't have to use all the flavorings. We do have one in our group also that is, I'm noticing, like today, I didn't expect the flavor that you presented today, the kebab that you did. You know, I thought it's going to be heavily spiced again, and it wasn't. It was a really nice, lighter, subtle. Yes. So I think they're now learning that it's not all about too much spice and too much herbs, too many things. So that is also coming up, and the plating also is different. So
I think everybody is getting better on plating.
Yes.
That is one.
Yes.
That was the biggest difficulty every single person
Yes.
had. I don't
Yes.
think anyone had it to the T, but I think as we go, they're getting a lot better from learning from each other and being around each other. Okay.
I was looking at comments from our auditions, and someone said, "Oh, they're not plating very well," and I mentioned to say, these are auditions, and people are coming from different walks of life. Not everybody's a professional chef.
Exactly.
Some are home cooks, some are self-taught.
Yeah.
So we can't say that everyone would plate the same way.
No.
It's now after this challenge.
We're able to now assist them through that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I think I've made up my mind, and let's get them in. Contestants, well done. This was, I don't know, the challenges just seem to be getting better, and we're seeing a lot more different sides to you guys. I think it's very interesting for us. We were talking about how you're utilizing certain ingredients that you would normally not use, and how you're leaning towards different flavors as well. So it's really wonderful to see everybody growing in different ways. And it's wonderful also to see how certain people are shocking us now. We were like, okay, why were you so subtle at the beginning? But it's really great. And because of this, I would like to have Dominic, Ricardo, Musib, and Gabriel and Jifundo. These were the top dishes. I think I'm about to do a spider on my attack. There's nearby. This is a very different one. This is very unexpected, but as I said, in a good way. It's really nice to now see you all rising. And what we loved about these dishes is how you utilize whatever ingredients you put into them, and it was definitely not you. For me, Chifundo, what impressed me the most is looking at your dish. I was not interested in tasting it. It was not appealing at all. But the moment I had my first bite and then ginger came through is what I loved. Your flavors really worked very well. So that shocked me. So well done. The one most impressive dish, which I think we were both finally in agreement was Chef Gabriel. We felt what you did in the amount of time that you had and the ingredients, the flavors that came through. What you presented was definitely not you, but it was impressive. And then the rest of you, absolutely amazing flavors. Thank you very much. We will see you in the next round.
Chef Gabriel, maybe try more. That's not you.
Yeah.
Okay. This is also a first to see these faces in the bottom.
Sure.
Time to fill out those songs. Okay. Two dishes from this category that we were really impressed with the flavors. They were very different. They might have not been the standard of the top dishes, but we looked at how different you gave us from what you brought into the competition and then from what you delivered today. And those dishes are Chef Adam and Chef Lee.
Thank you.
Very refreshing flavors, subtle. Your flavors, I was a bit shocked to find hot. I was like expecting it to be a cold dish, and then once I dug in, there was a lot of heat that came through. But at the same time, it was a nice and light dish. But your chicken, very moist. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So we will.
Back to Brazil.
Chef Augustin. Very different change. But the flavors and the moisture of chicken, I think is what got you through to the next round. Okay. Jamila and Kamini. We had a bit of conflict here because we've had Kamini in 2022 who showed us a lot of Indian infused flavors, and then now we've seen you grow. We're seeing also different flavors coming through, and we feel like you're trying new things, you're becoming more creative. Jamila, it's amazing to see somebody of your age. I think you're our youngest contestant here. Somebody of your age produce some of the dishes that you produce. And we feel like compared to a lot of the contestants here, you are one person that utilizes certain ingredients that a lot of them wouldn't. And you do bring a lot of flavors together that are not your usual flavors. And most of your style is a lot different to everybody else. I don't think there's anybody here who has your style. But we do feel like there's a lot more you need to learn, and we do feel like having certain basics would also help you as you go along the way. And because of that, this is the end of the road for you. But we would love to have you come back. We would love to be the platform that helps you grow in any way that we can. Please use the people you've met here. Try to keep in touch, learn from them, and I think let's all grow together. We would really love to see you in the next round because I feel like you are one of our top chefs. So thank you very much, and we're wishing you all the best. Thank you. Coming in? I don't think I should say this is your second chance again because I think I've said it a couple of times. And we are getting really challenging now. So I think this is the time that you need to cook with a clear mind and now see which direction you want to take. Okay, we'll see you in the next round. Thank you. Contestants, welcome back. Congratulations, everybody. Top 15. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, let's get right into it. Today's challenge. I have 3 ingredients that you are allowed to use. It's not your main ingredient, but I would like to see it on your dish. So everybody is cooking as an individual to save yourselves. First ingredient. Who knows what this is? Yes. It's futso. Adam, do you know what futso is? Okay. Maybe this should be what we should use.
What is the English?
Futso, and what is futso in English?
This is dried.
Just dried vegetables. Yeah.
Dried leaves of, well, so it's like a preserve.
Okay.
It's like a preserve. No. It's a different. You can use any vegetable.
You can use any vegetable.
So it's a preserve. Yeah. You know, in the olden days, we didn't have fridges, so our parents took the vegetables in the garden. So it was like the bean leaves, pumpkin leaves. So they dried those ones. So it's normally one of those.
And futso. Bonongwe. Oh my God, you guys are talking too much about futso. Sorry. Bonongwe. Okay. So you don't have to use both. You have an option to use either one. As I said, it's not your main ingredient, but I would like to see one of these on your dishes. Okay, so this was option number 1. Please set to the side. Can I have option number 2?
One.
Grasshoppers. I love these.
What?
So this is option number 2. Everybody's very quiet. Nobody says, wow. No one was waiting for this. We're still recording. Okay. Option number 2. Option number 3. Look at this cute little guy. but not too cute that I won't eat him. Not that stupid. So, option number 3. Quail. You are a chef, right? You are a chef.
What sure?
We do have Musibu slaughter, if anyone needs slaughtering, so that it's all halal. But the rest of it, good luck. Okay, so these are your 3 options.
So you have to choose one without stuff?
You don't have to use all. We'll see. One of the 3. I would like to see one of the 3 on your dish. It's not your main ingredient, so it doesn't have to be the overpowering ingredient, but I'm interested to see how you would use these ingredients that are, of course, again, locally sourced. Okay? So for this, well, time's up. What can I say? You have 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Would you like, is it too much? If she said yes, I was about to -5.
So what happens if they choose quail? How many minutes?
40 minutes. If they choose quail, I will minus the slaughtering and the cleaning time. Okay. 40 minutes, contestants?
Top 8 minutes, but
Oh, David is about to run. Good luck.
Thanks.
Your time starts now.
That's it.
I know I held back your comments so that they wouldn't have the full picture of what our scores are looking like. I was a little bit disappointed with this round, actually, with everybody, not only just certain people, but with every single person.
Nobody pulled their weight on this round.
No.
I think very few people did, but no.
I'm just really disappointed. I know who's going, but I'm disappointed in all of them, where it makes me feel like to have them redo the challenge. Like everybody's dish had a problem. Okay, I think before I proceed, we had mutual agreement on one particular topic, which I think I will let, for a change, I'll let Nasreen explain it, about our disappointment.
Why we were sulking. So the cream of the cream is here in front of us, and we gave you very challenging ingredients to play around with today. But the disappointment is that none of you had an outstanding dish. You know, you didn't bring out the grasshoppers or the bonongwe. I mean, I know the bonongwe had a bit of a bitterness to it, but someone managed to take out that bitterness and still give us a nice one. So there's a few elements that you tried, but most of you, it was very disappointing today with your dishes.
Okay, so I think we both discussed this and we both felt the same. We seem to have been hitting amazing dishes, amazing flavors, and somehow for this particular challenge, every single person fell short.
I've been great.
If flavors worked, creativity wasn't there. If creativity was there, flavors didn't work. Every single dish fell short.
Good.
There was not a single dish that stood out. And this is the only challenge we've had this. So we're very disappointed because we were very excited as we just had the last challenge, and then now it's like everybody just dropped.
Stop.
But as much as that happened, we still have to give credit to those whose dishes still tried to get to the top. Can I have Jamil, Sofana, Augustine, Lee, Florian, Chifundo step forward? Chifundo, you had the best dish of this round. As much as we said, not so much creativity into it, but your flavors worked very well, and you were the only person who used quail and had the quail just perfectly done. Everybody else, well done. We will see you in the next round. Chimwemwe, Kamini, Dominic, Gabrielle, and David. These were the bottom dishes. Very disappointing. From what you've been producing to what you gave now, we're not happy with it. Dominic, Chimwemwe, Gabrielle, see you in the next round. Kamini, you're back here. In the bottom again. You gave us the creamy sauce. My problem with that was it's just a creamy sauce. I don't think a lot of people can go wrong with a creamy sauce. The cream does a lot of work for you already, but it's how you make it into your own, how you season it. But if you're going to do a simple salt, black pepper, and cream, it's just a creamy sauce. And I don't think a creamy sauce is good enough anymore for this competition and this level. There was zero problem with your dish, but we felt there was no creativity. David, we find you a very, I wouldn't say creative, but we find you a very experimental chef. And for us, it's very refreshing because we don't have an experimental chef here. I think everybody works with what they know. You're the only person who literally tries, you try, you go. It just happens. You try to put elements together and see if they work. And most of the time they really do. And it really surprises us. That's why you're still here. That's why you made it last time as well. But the dish you presented now, you just rolled up grasshopper in lettuce. If it wasn't for the lemon that we had to squeeze at the top, it would just be grasshopper and lettuce, which for me, no effort was put into that. The chapati wasn't well made. Your peas were just boiled with a bit of turmeric, no flavor, not a curry as it should be. I felt like you didn't put much effort into it. This has been a very difficult decision. But Kamini, this is the end of the road. Thank you very much for being a part of this competition. It has been amazing to share it with you in 2022 and to share it with you now. I love that you never give up, and I hope you don't give up, and we will see you in the next one. Okay? Thank you very much. Contestants, thank you all very much. Congratulations for passing another challenge today. As you know, this is a platform. It's not just a competition. I'm not only here enjoying tasting your food or here to enjoy seeing you guys struggle, and no. I do mean when I say I'm trying to create a platform for Africa. And for me to give something back to you is what we have happening tomorrow. I know the program said knowledge is key. And it's true, I do believe that. It is not a challenge. I have arranged 2 visitors to discuss with you. One of them is a career coach. She will be able to help you with how to put together your resume if you're looking for jobs or if you want to start a business. She will be able to help you with your profiles, your online profiles, and say, this is how you should approach people. This is how you should put it. This is necessary, this is not necessary. So it's for every type of career. It's not just in cooking, whether you're an accountant, whether you're a teacher, this will benefit everybody and all your careers. So she will be there to help you and discuss with you how you can further yourselves and how you can meet the right crowd that will benefit you. That's one of the person you will talk to. The second person is a person who works with preservatives. They will teach you how to preserve certain foods and how to work with certain fruits and vegetables, especially for those that put in electricity aside. If we don't have electricity, what do we do with these particular foods? So they will teach you on that. And then after that, the Moroccan ambassador's wife has prepared a Moroccan dish that you can all taste. So that is tomorrow's program. There is no cooking, there is just you learning and getting something out of it. When we're done, everybody will be able to go back and relax and gather yourselves, get ready for the next challenge.
Bottom line, stress-free day.
Alright, that's it for this challenge. We are down to 40 contestants. Thank you, contestants. Thank you, judges. Thank you, sponsors. We'll see you in the next round. So, have a balance yourself like I